So thanks everyone joining our webinar. Thanks everybody who's interested, who's joined. You can see us and uh, ask questions both in Zoom and on YouTube. As you may know, our company All Stars IT has been hosting such events for a while. Those are usually tech-related events or events related with some startups, soft skills, HR, and everything around IT or high-tech business. Today, I'm honored to present you Tal Catran, our honorable guest from Israel. Uh, he has been working with startups accelerators. As I can remember, he created by his own 14 startup accelerators. He has been advising a lot of technical companies worldwide. He's also a frequent keynote speaker on different business, startup, and high-tech conferences. Uh, he was also a TEDx speaker. And so it's a very big honor having him this evening with us. And I hope he'll can give us a very deep and inspiring insights on the strategy of making business, working with startups, or rather managing our own startups within this corona pandemic situation. So Tal, thank you for joining us. Uh, I ask to add something about yourself so all the guests may be more familiar with you?
Yes, so first of all, I'm excited to be here. I'm glad you are all joining, and I'm sure more will join as we go. Zhenya, thank you so much for this introduction. Tatiana, thank you for inviting me. I hope Alex Miller is also around. I want to thank All Stars IT Ukraine for giving me this opportunity to speak to you all and share with you some of my insights. I know, as you all know, we are now going through not an easy time. A lot of uncertainty, a lot of unclarity about the future. I'm speaking to you very near Tel Aviv, here in Israel. It's sunny, it's 30-something plus. Everything is calm, although we are now facing second wave of corona. And sadly, we are breaking records even for ourselves on infected people. But you know, economy forces us to act, as we call it today, the economy corona on one side and the real pandemic on the other. So I'm speaking to you from Israel, which is facing the second wave, which is struggling like any other country in the world. Personally, for me, Ukraine is very near to my heart. I visited several times. Personally, over the years, enjoyed Kiev mainly a lot. I was a keynote speaker in some of the big events that were in Kiev over the last 4 years, I think. I worked with several of the universities in Kiev. I worked with startups in Kiev. Even now during Corona, this is my third webinar. And again, I want to thank All Stars, and I'm promising you this is going to be a very interesting webinar that you would like to share not only with your friends and colleagues, but I think also with your loved ones and family, because we're going to touch on everything, on every open nerve. We're going to offer some tips. I want to say that I'm sure not everyone here in the audience know one another. I want to invite you to share your thoughts on chat. Now, usually on chat, what you do is you write to the speaker. You don't need to write to me anything. I've got Jenny, he has his hands full to talk to me. No problem there. I want to offer you to use the chat to introduce yourselves to other people. Say maybe who you are. Say maybe what you want to offer, maybe to help, maybe to give, maybe to promote something of your own, and then also give what you can give. You know, say what you want to share with others, what you can give others. Use the chat for this. It usually works for me. I invite you to try it. The chat is here. And by the way, you will see me very soon sharing my own details on social networks. And of course, I want to say right off, I invite you all to get in touch with me if I can help in any of your startup ideas. This is why I'm here. I'm here to share, and I'm here to share also after. So that's my opening. Shania, please.
Yeah, actually, we have a lot of questions already prepared, and I'm absolutely sure that there would be more. But first question, like a lot of business people complaining that their numbers went down, though there is another opinion that like there is a best time ever to make something new, to start new business, to create a startup. What would you say on this topic?
First of all, I would have to agree that we are at a crisis. This is something that we have yet to encounter. We call this term black swan. Black swan is a term describing a financial economic crisis that was not foreseen. We didn't know it's going to come, and it had a major effect on economy. And now it is obvious its economy globally. It's all over the place. So first of all, yes, there is a slowdown for sure. I mean, if we are now leaving home less because we are under lockdown, or even if lockdown is softer now, we can leave home. Maybe we can leave only for a certain amount of hours. And even if we can leave home without any restrictions, maybe still we feel a bit reluctant, not sure, maybe afraid even. So we buy less, we go out less, we enjoy less. We are not going to restaurants as much. We are not going to malls as much. It's because now we have less money as a fact. So for sure, Corona has a big effect on economy. By the way, one of the things that we all feel that Corona on one side did for us, it was the big equalizer. Meaning during Corona time, it doesn't matter if you're rich or poor. Everyone is the same. If I can't drive my car, it's because I'm under lockdown. It doesn't matter if I drive a Ferrari or I don't know, Fiat Panda or a Lada. Doesn't matter what I have in my garage. No one can drive. If I have a private jet and you need to fly coach, but the fact there's no flights, who cares what I have? So in a way, Corona did this. We are on the one side, very equal. But on the other side, we are now, since we are quarantined at home, we see that we buy much more online. So if I can buy online, but there is no quick delivery, what good is it? By the way, we also learned that all of a sudden, what used to be in abundance, we can go and buy, by the way, I don't know if you know, in the beginning of Corona, everyone was running to buy toilet paper. I don't know. People thought they're going to crap more. I don't know what was the reason. But everyone was running to buy toilet. All of a sudden, you didn't have toilet paper in supermarket. Again, it didn't matter if you are rich or poor. There was no toilet paper. And for that fact, we see that the digital arena, okay, is now light years forward. Yes, we are now buying online, but we are getting used to the fact that maybe not everything that we want to buy is available. So maybe now we learn to buy less. Maybe we can buy online, but there is no delivery. So we're not receiving it. So yes, we are getting accustomed to this. So if I have a business now, I know as a fact that I'm getting less income because people come less, but people still buy from home. Maybe now I need to enhance my digital presence. Maybe now it's time for me to have my website. Maybe I need to advertise more. Maybe I need to be closer to social networks, maybe Facebook or maybe Yandex. I need to be there because this is when we say that businesses, as you've mentioned, Zhenya, now need to adapt, need to adjust to the new situation. And those who will not adjust will have a tough time, might even go bankrupt, maybe need to close shop. Could be. It's that severe. Again, because now we're facing second wave, and we know pandemics sometimes have third wave. So we don't know really when this is going to end. But we know that in every hardship, every crisis also presents an opportunity. The difference is people. You need to be a specific kind of a person to see opportunity and grab the opportunity. It's not something that is natural maybe to some people to grab opportunity. Maybe they see it, but they don't go for it. Now is the time when you need to be able to react very quickly, to adjust very quickly, not to stay and say, it is how it is, and this is how it's going to be. No. Go ahead, Jenny.
Okay, thank you, Tal. So are you telling us that it's some kind of new period of, let's say, different environment, different options, or that's a new normal?
Yeah, I think it's a good question. I think it's a little bit too early, but I can answer for some. I can say the following. We people, we are a social animal. Social animal meaning that even though we were quarantined in Israel, I can say almost for 3 months. Yes. The first thing that we did when we went out is we went back to shaking hands, to hugging people, and for kissing people. We know Corona is there, but we don't care. This is who we are as social people. So we will be returning to social habits. People said during Corona that we will be wearing gloves to shake hands. Maybe we'll do only elbow. We will not kiss. So we do everything. This is to begin with. By the way, you see that Corona is currently mostly affecting old people, not young people. So average age, I can say in Israel, average age of people that died from Corona is over 80. A small portion of the dead. We have now, I think, almost 340 dead during the entire Corona from population of 9 million. Okay? Majority are old people. So we guys, we're still young. And younger people even more. We see it now. We see that after we said, okay, relax a bit from Corona and we let people go out, young people went back to the day-to-day, to the parties, to the beach, to the mall. So this returned. So on this, there is no new normal. This is how it is. New normal will be maybe more to our how we react now to digital, how close digital became to us, how quick now we deal with application. Again, for the young people, no change. For the elderly population, much more, because I'm sure also in Ukraine, you found yourself talking to parents and grandfather and grandmother through Zoom or video on WhatsApp or Skype or something. You didn't go to their home. So yes, we are now more digital. We are now more in cloud, less on premise. We are less one-on-one, face-to-face. We are face-to-face digital. Yes, we don't go for office. We don't go for office. The ones who go for office go less for office. We hear the big companies saying, first of all, international companies, Microsoft, Google, Twitter, those didn't open their offices yet. I can say in Israel, they're speaking about maybe November to open office. But everyone is working from home. Everyone is doing remote education from home. These two things for sure will never return to be how they were before. I hear CEOs of companies saying that for sure after Corona, some of the workers will stay at home permanent, but even the ones coming to office will not come for 5 days anymore, maybe 3 days, 2 days from home. Also remote education. We here in United States is already the decision that universities next year will not open. All the studies will be remote. Schools might not even open entirely for the next year. I don't know how, if they will do even remote, but the way is to go to remote. So this is a big change. We see a lot of bots. We see a lot of bots turning from just something that you text to an avatar, something you can speak, because we want someone more humane to talk to us. We see already in the middle between people, robots. We have big projects now running in Israel where when you come to hotel, when they will open, or when you go to the airline, when they will open, there will not be people there. There will be a robot. By the way, could be that on the robot will be a tablet and you will see the face of the stewardess from somewhere or the face of the service provider, but the robot will come to you. We see already the deliveries are not done by motorcycle like usual. Now they're doing with drone. It's because drone is remote. Yes, these are some of the changes that are here to stay and intensify, grow, be much more common in our life. And this is why we see a lot of projects now under the title of Corona getting ahead or pushed much more. You know, maybe you feel it. Some of you guys, if you, I don't know if there are any, maybe you can write to me in chat if any of you are programmers, if any of you have maybe startups, or you have, by the way, is that okay to ask people to open the camera so I can actually see you guys and maybe have a kind of a discussion? It will be nicer just if you want. It will be much nicer to have a discussion like this, because it's interesting for me. Who are you exactly? Like, what in what cluster are you right now? But you see and you know that even you as people, towards your employers, towards your startups, towards your business, you need to change a bit, but we are not entirely sure how much. But change is here and change is clear. It's gonna happen. Evgeny, please.
Thank you, Tal. Yeah, and talking about cameras, I'm not sure that everybody is comfortable with this because
Sure, sure,
most
sure.
of them are, yeah,
Most
connected
of
from
them are now
homes.
lying at home on the pillow.
Yeah.
I'm disturbing them. Some of them are driving somewhere, I'm sure. Okay,
Yeah,
go
but
ahead.
thank you. So we have also observed that small companies like startups, small businesses, they were more agile to transform, to adjust to what has happened,
Mm-hmm.
like to closing of a lot of facilities, government institutions, like these restrictions that we have outdoors. But for big businesses, like for international companies, it's quite hard to rebuild all their processes from scratch. And most of them are still hesitant because perhaps they think everything will go back to normal, or they just are waiting. What is your opinion? Should they wait longer, or should they start transforming all their processes, internal businesses, how they were built for like decades? Or should they wait if they can, if they have some additional financing to live for a year or two, or it's a best opportunity for the small businesses, for startups to eat their share, to conquer the new markets, but we are waiting for.
First of all, I'm sure that no one is waiting. Why? It's because those companies are ran by people, and people see news, and people read on the internet, and they read newspaper, and they know their first job is to keep the job. and everyone wants to keep his job, okay? So I have no doubt they're sitting in home or sitting in their car or sitting in their office going, what do I need to do? Everyone is now thinking, what the hell do I do with the situation? How do I keep my job? How do I help my workers? How do I don't go chapter 11 and close shop? It bothers everyone. Everyone is bothered. Even the banks are bothered. Yes, even the banks. The banks, their nightmare would be that everyone now will rush and take the saving home. How do the banks can
So
afford?
it's just a poker face, yes, like
Of
to show
course.
that.
I'm not even sure everyone is. Listen, government needs to show everything is under control. If they will be in hysteria, oh my God, you will say, I am going to leave, I'm going to leave, I'm going to go somewhere. Honestly, you can't go anywhere. But let's say you could. Government needs to show it's in control. This is how government works. Second, what? You want to go to your bank and see your bank managers ripping his hair and going, oh my God, there is a crisis. You will go crazy. So those people know how to contain themselves, and it's best that this is how they will act. But in closed doors, discussions are going, no doubt. Discussions are going. In every country, every nation across the globe, leaders think and CEO of companies think, what is my next step? How do I pull this cart out of the mud? How do I not let my company sink into the depression? Now, if I'm the owner of a big mall and my mall is closed for the last 3 months, I'm in hysteria. If I own a company, IT company, and I know that my clients say, well, thank you for your service, but I can pay you now. I need to cut expenses. So what I do is I just take what I must take. And this is where the opportunity lies. This is where you need to turn on your flashlight and look for the opportunity. You listen to your customer tells you, listen, I'm sorry. I need to stop this project. I need to cut this expense. But he will share with you because, and listen to the because I need to do this. I need to do that differently. I need more of this. And you just listen and you say to yourself, wow, so he just gave me the opportunity. I'm going to take it in 2 hands and tell, wait, don't go. I can help. Let's leave this project. But you just said, for instance, that since you have remote employees and hackers, you're afraid of them. Good. Let me service you on cyber. Let me develop something for you. Maybe even monitoring system. Maybe let me ensure for you that all the right security patches are implemented on your remote laptops. Let me help you with more programmers on this. Let me help your IT infrastructure. Why? It's because we all use a VPN to connect remote, VPN. But VPN has limitation, bandwidth. VPN was developed so a company can have 10%, maybe 20% of the workers work remote, not 100%. VPN cannot hold it. So you say to him, wait, maybe you have a problem. I know the problem. Maybe you feel that you are unsecured. So this is when, instead of crying with him and going, no, don't stop the project, you need me, then you close the project, then you will be sorry, instead of acting like this, which is not helping you and for sure not helping him. Change, tweak, be receptive, smile, show empathy, show you understand the problem. In this moment, instead of thinking about yourself and going, oh no, he just stopped the project, immediately before he leaves the room, find the next project with him. We all know that the expenses of every company doing marketing, we spend more money on bringing new clients than keeping the one we have. Bringing a new project with a client that you already have that knows you. He knows how good you are. He knows how bad you are. He knows what you do best. He knows what you do less best. to bring a new project with him is much easier. You need to hold on to him and you need to think with him, not to make him feel that he is wrong, not make him feel he's gonna be sorry. It doesn't really help you and doesn't show maturity. It doesn't show that you're a businessman. What I just offered you shows empathy and tells your customer he wants me. He really wants me. And he maybe cut on the budget. Maybe he will ask a reduced price just for the time of Corona. And I can tell him, no problem. Now you're giving the discount. Believe me, I will repay you later. I will pay you back. Now allow me. Okay? This is the kind of thinking when I say opportunity. Opportunity sometimes is very difficult to identify. Sometimes it's difficult to, I'm saying when you say opportunity, it's something that you are aware of. It's something that comes into your knowledge. It comes into your knowledge through your ears, through your eyes. So open them big and listen good and identify the opportunity. And if you're not sure, sit with your client and say, listen, I want to discuss with you the opportunity. Can you please show me the opportunity with you? Listen, if it doesn't cost him anything, he will help you.
Yeah, that's true. And especially it's true if we are talking about cybersecurity opportunities, threats, but threats are always opportunities. And as I see, and we all see that cyber tech stocks are going up, like it drastically goes up. But yeah, some projects are being closed and some of them are being opened. But if we are talking about communication with our partners, with our clients, what to do if we have no expertise in particular field? Like how to create a pool of your own employees or perhaps some additional helpers, like perhaps part-time workers or other organizations that make help you to handle this load, like how to do this quickly.
I think that we will see a shift very soon in people, I think, more reluctant to be freelancers. I think people now would like to be more of employees in companies. Is one of the things that we see. I can speak for Israel and don't know exactly how it is in Ukraine, but in Israel, all the freelancers, okay, are now not entitled to get any money from the government, like unemployment. Employees get unemployment. It's by law. But freelancers, no. It's a big fight now in Israel. It's on the news every hour. They speak about it. We have about six to 800 independent contractors, freelancers in Israel. 6 to 800,000, of course. 800,000, close to 1 million. But of course, we have much more people who are employees, contracted employees. I think there will be shift because we see that the contracted employees are much more protected. Second is we see huge unemployment. Close to 1 million people in Israel are unemployed. And of course, if you understand what is a employer's market or employees market. So now is employer's market, meaning if I'm an employer, I can get very good workers for very low wage. It is clear to me that the people who were sent home to unemployment, 20% of them, 20% I say easy, maybe higher, will never return to their companies anymore. Probably their companies will not survive this corona. So you're going to stuck at home anyway. By the way, those who will return to their workplace, I would imagine, will have to cut on their salary 15% minimum. 15% cost salary reduction, for sure. This is why we call it employer's market. This is the situation now. So it's easy to look at it this way and understand there is employers and employees. I say, first of all, think different. If I was an employer and I will be sending 200 or 100 or 50 workers at home, believe me, I'm not sleeping good at night. I'm thinking, how do I keep those good workers, which I invested in them to become good workers? They know the job. I don't want to find new ones. But on the other side, I'm in the middle of a crisis. I'm not getting any income. I need to pay them salaries. I can't. It's not like I'm a millionaire and not giving them the money. I don't have. I take some salary as them. I'm just the company owner. So when you're stuck at home, instead of saying, he fired me, I don't like him, or put me in unemployment, instead, why don't pick up the phone to your employer and say, listen, I know it's difficult. I know you did it as last resort. You didn't want to fire me, but you had to fire me. How about I talk to you? How about we have a conversation? Maybe we can find a solution together. Maybe we can find a new service. Maybe I can do something different in the company. Maybe I have some marketing skills, so you can keep me at work and just send me to do a different mission, because now I'm fighting for my bread the same way as you. There are things you can do different, and you can still succeed in maybe changing your own future, your own situation right now. So I would imagine no one really likes staying at home unless he's getting paid. If you're at home and getting paid, it's good. Probably it's not the situation with all of us. Is that we need to work to earn. But if you are kept at home, I think you have other solutions as well, by the way. Maybe you just been given the time to think about your new business. Maybe you have accumulated enough information and skill to develop something of your own, as you call it, a startup. Maybe you have technological skills. Maybe you can find a partner. He can speak very well and do the marketing, maybe raise money. By the way, we are raising money even during Corona. And you will do the technical issue. You will develop the technology. And the both of you can now start your new business. Again, this is an opportunity that was forced on you. Take it. Take it and do it. Again, it's about being proactive. It's not about waking up at noon, never changing your clothes and staying with your sportswear or your sweatshirts or whatever, having a lunch at 4 p.m. and going to sleep at 3 in the morning after seeing Netflix. Well, it's a way of life, not recommended for long. It's recommended for a period of time. But in the rest of your time, let's organize ourselves. Let's have a routine. Let's wake like we usually do. Let's shave. Let's do sport. Enough with eating everything in the refrigerator. Okay, enough with this. Let's exercise. Let's operate. Let's activate our heads. I mean, would you imagine just putting our heads together? How many are we here? 22 people putting our heads together. I believe in 15 minutes, we will have a new startup going. It's that easy. I'm saying you have Zoom. Use it. Still, you see, we've been going for more than almost 40 minutes, and look at your Zoom, at your chat, and you will see one question from Dennis. I will answer soon, and you will see my details, and that's it. This is not being proactive. This is being lazy. This is being given the opportunity and the attention, even just to say, hi, my name is so-and-so, nice to meet you. Oh, my name is so-and-so, I'm a programmer. Who needs a programmer here in the audience? Take me. Or if someone knows someone who can offer me a job, please contact me. All the options are okay. No one is to judge you. This is crisis time. No one is judging anyone. The problem is that we think someone is judging us. We think we need to report to someone. We don't. to ourselves, to our wives, husbands, and God, maybe. That's it. This is the only ones you need to report to. So I say again, this is your opportunity to act different. This is the time when you can really come up with something of your own. And I see it around me. As you know, I have my accelerators. I see hundreds, thousands of startups from all over the world contacting me. I do webinars at least 2 to 3 a week in different countries. Go to my YouTube. You will see me going over and over the same slogans. And some people listen. Some people contact me, say, Mr. Tal, listen, I listen to you. This is what I'm going to do. Mr. Tal, I need your advice. Maybe you can connect me too. Maybe you can mentor me. This is how you need to do it. And the more you do it, the more adjusted you will be. I think, again, I think that you can see another thing happening. Some of my startups, when they reach to their customers, the answer was before Corona, they said that maybe they spoke to the CISO or the IT admin, and the answer was, oh, there is a bit of noise. Sorry. The answer was from the company that they want to sell them their product was, listen, it will take us time to implement it. We don't have currently the attention for it. It will be long. It will be hard. All of a sudden came Corona, and you see those companies buying, for instance, cyber suits. They buy the products, they buy the technology and implement it within a week, within 2 days, because all of a sudden it's a sense of urgency. Just remember it. The next time you turn with your product to that company and the CISO or IT says to them, wait, it will take time. Tell them, yes. Well, during Corona, it took you time. No, you did it immediate. It was not 100%. It was not even 90%. But you took it and you made it and you implemented. Why? Think the same way. Again, this is on the side of the opportunities. I say still stay aware to your capability. You don't need to be shy and you don't need to be apologetic. Be who you are. Be proactive. Reach out to your customers. Reach out to your next job. Take the dust off your CV. Arrange your LinkedIn. Have your company page up and running. Do a bit of facelift. Get ready. Because again, those of you who will remain. Some of you will not. But the ones who will be more agile, more proactive, more adjustable, more optimistic and smiling, these are the ones who are going to succeed. 100% on this. During Corona, Israeli startups raised next to $1 billion in funds, raised funds during Corona months. Do you need more fact than that money is in the market? Of course, money is there. Israel, Corona or not Corona, is fully active, fully active. You can go to the companies, you can talk to CEOs, you can talk to IT, you can talk to HR, you can find your next job. Everything is operational in those companies. With remote, without remote, they're working. If you have a good team, if you have an amazing idea which is relevant to this time, you will make it. Have no doubt. This is how it is. If you were the ones that would invent the mask in the beginning of Corona, you will be millionaires right now. Someone did. Someone is. No, maybe not you. Still, there is time. There is time and you need to do. Genia, please.
Tal, thank you. And actually, what you're telling me or telling us creates more and more questions. And I've started also to write down some of them into our chat. But I want to ask you, as an founder of 14 startup accelerators, I bet you still have startups that want to join even during this particular period. How do you choose them? How do you evaluate if they are pandemic ready, if they succeed in this particular situation?
I think it's a very important question, and I thank you for it. First of all, you said pandemic ready. It's a nice term. Yes, you need to be pandemic ready. And when I say pandemic ready, of course, has to relate to your technology that maybe needs a bit of adjustment towards something relating or relevant to Corona. It's very trendish. If you didn't know, Corona is here. So anything related to Corona or having sense to people. But yes, pandemic ready is also how you as a person, how you as a CEO, how you as a charismatic person, how you as an agile person is ready. So for me, it's very simple. This is how I judge startups. First of all, startups for me are people and then technology. This is how I look at startup. People usually think about startup, they think, what's your technology? I said, no, wait, who's the team? Who's on your team? Let me see the team. Team, for me, startup 2. CEO, CTO, enough. When I say CEO, so he's not that a veteran about running companies, but he knows, he has the charisma, he has the ability to speak to people, to present, to think business, to know business modeling, to know the market. Everything that you can do by yourself and a little bit of YouTube, you can do. Then there is the tech guy. He doesn't need to be CTO and level of CTO. Okay? The fact that he doesn't know hybrid, the fact that he doesn't know Python, he knows, I don't know, C#, .NET, C++, I don't care. But the fact that he can deliver this MVP, minimal viable product, this prototype, this minimum of minimum, the fact that he can do it. By the way, doing a mock-up is fine. Thinking about application, but currently doing a Wix website is fine. Don't be too strict with yourself. Get out to the market. Don't waste your time. I see startup come to me and they say, I want to show you my business plan. What business plan? Did you validate your product? Do you have customers? No. So why do you have business plan? Who needs your business plan? It's a bunch of lies no one wants to read. Get yourself out there. Meet your market. Meet your customers. Have something running. Give me users metrics. Show me that anyone wants to use you. Then maybe I will ask you to do something, still not a business plan. Have your priority straight. Again, you don't need to remember it. Go and see my YouTube videos. Go and not just mine, by the way. Everything is out there. Just type the right words on Google and you will find them. Okay, so for me, it will be the team. It will be a team of doers, of deliverers, people who deliver what they say. I'm not thrilled, mesmerized by your presentation, nor by your logo, nor by your slogan. The fact that you show me that your potential market is 2 billion doesn't do anything for me. Before you tell me how you reach your customer number 1, why should I care your potential is 2 billion? I know you can't reach even 1. So there is no business. It's that simple. Now, there is no big secret here. I'm not revealing something that you don't know. I'm saying everything that you do know. But for some reason, you don't think this way. You, instead of thinking like you know, like you were educated and trained to think like any person, you all of a sudden think different. By the way, startups are not for everyone. Relax. Not everyone in this audience was born to have a startup. And by the way, the fact that you don't is not a failure. You're not losers because you don't have a startup. But I would recommend try and have one. I recommend join one because the journey is what you need to learn. 96% of startups shut down first year of operation. There's 4% of you to succeed. I'm saying enjoy the ride. Probably you're going to fail anyway. But in Israel, it's okay to fail. Failure is a major milestone to success. Maybe in Ukraine is different. I know other places in Europe, if you failed, they mark you failure and that's it. In Israel, no. In Israel, if you come to me and you say, Tal, I want your money, I say immediately, wait, tell me, did you fail before? You say smiling, no. I say, go fail somewhere else and come back to me. I don't want to be in the statistic where you will fail with me. It's that simple. Yes, it's not failure is a must. I'm saying you can fail. Don't get in love with failing. You don't need to fail all the time, but fail a little bit. It will teach you things. Be able to speak your failure. Then take risks. Take risks. Get out of your comfort zone. Again, don't exaggerate. Don't get out the comfort zone so far you can't see the comfort zone going back. Don't go so much outside the box, but allow yourself, especially now, because if you're a startup, if you're a business, and you started before Corona, and you made it through Corona, and you're still alive, you're a different person. You are this person which investors look for. You probably have what it takes. Otherwise, you would perish in this death desert that we have right now. Money is there. People didn't change. A little bit more reluctant. This is why you need to show them more results. This is why you need to show them hard fact that you are doers. This is how you need to tell them, although there was Corona, no one wants to buy. I sold. I have a customer. I did it. I raised a little money. Yes, I did. And the fact that you did puts you in a spot where everyone else didn't. This is why you are interesting. Zhenya, if it's okay, maybe you can read some of the questions because they are piling up and we're getting short on time.
Yeah, they're piling up. By the way, Tal, how much time do we have?
I think we can take 15 minutes.
Okay, that's not a lot. We have Jeffrey from Germany, and he has started his own business. He created a startup, but he's still in process. He's still building, and his financing is slowly going down. And he's a bit concerned and asks us how to stay motivated to how overcome all these difficulties.
I understand. So first of all, I don't know if Jeffrey has a team or not, if it's just him by himself. Jeffrey, if you want to, say something or ask, feel free.
Yeah, hello, Tal. Thanks for giving this opportunity. So it was very nice talk from you. I will tell my question. So actually, I was working. I came to do my master's degree in Germany, and it was a nice Germany, a new country here, and it was wonderful. Then I started my job. I was working in Germany for a year, and then this is the time the pandemic came, and I was let out of my job due to this pandemic situation. There was no client projects from my side, but I was actually staying home for 2 months. I was paid without going to doing work, and that time I got some business ideas to do some consultation frame. I have some idea, and I also started to collect the client, the possible market in Germany, and how it can impact. And also made some client orientation calls to get to know the market. I have a complete focus on what I'm doing, but at the same time, I have no savings. I have very little savings, and for me to establish a startup and to get the income, it may take another year, some to get the solid income. So these years, and every month, my rent and my food is draining my savings. And these thoughts make me think that, oh, is it the right decision for me to go forward, or should I really search for a job again? Because I'm not able to do both at the same time. If I want to start up, I have to really focus on it. Okay. So this was the small.
Jeffrey, we need to stop for a second. First of all, do you have a team or is it just you?
It's me, and I just told my brother, and we started together. We are working on together.
With your brother?
Now.
Yeah. Okay. So I will say this. First of all, leave your brother. Let him have his life. Don't get him involved.
Okay.
Generally, doing business within family and good friends is not a way to go. It usually breaks. And
Okay.
I don't see you say to your brother, listen, you don't work hard enough, and him to you, or you're not satisfied with him. You don't need such a worker with you. You need
Okay. Okay.
someone that you are not, emotionally attached, that you can tell him the things like they are, So this is my
Okay.
first advice. Second,
Okay.
are you a technical person or more of a marketing CEO
I'm
kind of?
technical. I'm technical. I'm in
You're
technical side.
technical. Okay. So first of all, you have an advantage because the most not common or the most needed, if I can say, product on the market is technical people. Okay.
Yeah.
You have it. Enjoy it. Take next to you, not another technical person, but the CEO marketing guy. A
Okay.
person that you believe, or you can discuss with him, of course, but you believe he can really bring you the money. Now,
Okay.
since you feel this sense of urgency and you cannot do everything by yourself, you can raise the money and do the presentation and meet people and do the technology. You need to divide.
Okay.
Take the technology, plan to do something quick.
Okay.
Quick.
Okay.
Tell the other person, listen, I'm gonna give you something really, really quick.
Okay.
If you can rush to the market and find for me an investor,
Okay.
before you do investor, find for me early adopter. Okay?
Okay.
We can discuss offline. What is it exactly? I don't want to waste everyone's time.
Okay.
But
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
when you talk to me, okay, I need you to know exactly. I need you to know your market. I need you to
Okay.
know where you're aiming. I need to know a bit about the technology.
Okay.
Best will be if you can find yourself someone who you think can deliver it and have a call with me. And
Okay.
I think I know also some people in Germany. I know
Yep.
some accelerators in Germany.
Okay.
Maybe we can get something going. But look to reality in the eyes and tell yourself, do I think I can deliver it? Can I really do it quickly? Can I suck it up for now and run with
Okay.
it? If you can, do it. Otherwise, and I say regardless, look for job. It's
Okay.
really okay for investors to know that you are working full-time job and you can bring bread home and you
Okay.
can pay the electricity. I mean,
Yeah.
investors don't look for supermans. They're human like you. What's the difference between you and an investor? The one difference is that he has money and you
Yep.
don't. That's it. The rest, you are same. If it rains, you both get wet. If you
Yep.
don't have what to eat, you are both hungry. This is why we are all the same. So remember it. They are not supermans and you are not supermans in their minds. Act like an ordinary person, have priority rights. Find a job, do whatever you need to do to find a job. That's priority one, because then you will not have a roof above your head. You cannot allow it. Nothing
Yep.
good comes out when a person needs to fight for survival. No good. He does the minimum he needs to survive. Don't be like that. Yes, it is a struggle. Yes, there are challenges. Take them head on, but smart.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome. Kenya,
Thanks.
next question.
Thanks, Jeffrey. Yeah. So the next question is, we have a very limited opportunities to meet with people. Like there are no international flights. Most of the public places are closed. Like people work remotely. And how in this situation you are looking for investment opportunities for startups? How do you give advices? How you consult? So
I
how,
I
yeah, you
understand.
transform
I
everything.
want to say money is all around you. I mean, you're just maybe not looking the right way. First of all, most governments give money. They have grants. Then, since you are in Europe, you have European funds, European Bank, European Union. I'm telling you because I know. I'm not guessing here. I know money is there. The only thing is that you are not reaching the money, meaning maybe you're not aware of the funds, maybe you're not on the right internet websites, but they are. I'm sure we can have, by the way, we can have another session like this when we can bring experts from Ukraine, from government, from accelerators, from any funding resources, and have a discussion when they will tell you, of course there is money. You are not reaching to the right people. So money is there. Second, the fact that there are no flights doesn't really change anything. I'll tell you why. The chances of any investor from a different country, now maybe you're speaking about close countries, maybe in CIS, I don't know. But for someone from Israel to take money right now and invest in Ukraine, I will surprise you, is a good opportunity. I cannot say it on other countries. I can say it on Ukraine just because Ukraine became the software development country of Israel. There are a lot, see All Stars IT as a good example for this. I say that in other countries, mostly investors, they like to invest what we call a bike ride away from the office. They don't want to invest over the sea, over the ocean. They would like to invest in their own country. So first of all, I know money is in Ukraine. I know maybe finding angel investors is a bit difficult, but if you are smart and you have a good idea, even turning to a company like All Stars and saying to them, listen, how about you look at my technology? Again, if you come just with a presentation, I'm telling you, it's not that interesting. If you come with a working technology, much more. I'm not saying the full technology. I'm not saying with a ready-made product, but I'm saying with at least with an MVP, at least with a prototype that can be shown or can be implemented for POC, for pilot, okay, for trials. This is something you can reach any software company, which is in relation with countries like Israel, and maybe you will find your money. But yes, you need to think outside the box. You need to think creative. I know many countries now send out call-outs to anyone who has solutions relevant to their challenges. Maybe your electric company, maybe your railway, maybe your water company. For sure, your government now is facing a lot of challenges because of Corona. Maybe they sent call-outs saying, if you have something to offer, offer us. Again, I'm saying this because I know many countries do it. I would imagine Ukraine is doing the same, close to the same. But this is, again, where All Stars, I think, Zhenya, maybe you or maybe Tatiana can maybe say something about it, or maybe we can have another discussion if All Stars, just as an example, is willing to say to anyone, this is how you need to pitch to us. Maybe send it by email first. Let us look. We have the right contacts to Israel and maybe other countries. We can maybe check this for you. Maybe it might work. At least it's something proactive. At least it gives some hope. It gives some optimism to people to not sit and say, I think I have a great idea, but I don't know what to do with it. Or maybe now Corona ruined my chances. No, Corona gave you a lot of chances. Maybe think this way. So this is what I can offer on this.
True. Yeah, and actually it's been discussed inside the company to provide people with such an opportunities. So Tal, thank you. Do we have another 5 minutes or something?
Yes, of course.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks a lot. So there is a question from Dennis, and it's particular about the fintech blockchain solutions. And how they may change the country economic and banks. What is your opinion in general about blockchain and its role in fintech?
Where is Dennis? I want to see Dennis. I think he's.
He left.
No,
It
I
seems
see.
he left.
I
Oh
see.
no, he's actually
here.
he's
I
here.
think he's
Yeah,
here.
he's here.
And I see a flag that I know the flag, and I know the person on the flag. So, Dennis.
Hello, Ken. Yeah, shalom.
Hi, shalom. Are you here or you're there?
Yeah, I'm here. Hello.
Hi. You're in Ukraine or in Israel?
I'm from Israel, yeah, but I'm very happy to see you in this chat with Ukrainian startup.
It's great that you need to see me on a chat when you're here and you can talk to me. Good. So I understand the question was relating to blockchain, but I want to be precise. Are we speaking blockchain regarding crypto, or we're talking blockchain security like I like?
I say about blockchain too, about logistic, fintech, all
Definitely. Definitely big thing. Definitely right now. I can tell you that MasterCard is about to launch their accelerator together with Enel. It's a huge energy company from Italy. They're about to launch it was not published. It's about to be published in Beersheba, in the south of Israel. They're going to have an accelerator with MasterCard leading. So fintech, blockchain, cyber, that's number one. Blockchain in general, in regards to what you have mentioned, security, not crypto, is very interesting now, even in the big companies. I can tell you that some of my startups work with Checkpoint, with Palo Alto, with CyberArk, with Israeli aerospace industry, with the big names. They are all into it. And by the way, fully operational. Everyone is in office. You can speak to whomever you want right now. Okay? So the issue is interesting. Of course, also interesting for me because the largest amount of startups on my portfolio are cyber.
Yeah, it's very
So definitely we will have a discussion, you and I.
Yeah, it's very interesting. It's a very big.
Perfect. So please reach out to me next week, and I would like to talk to you. Definitely. Thank you, Dennis. Thank you for making the contact. Appreciate it. Zhenya, my man, what's next for us?
Yeah, the questions are being added and added. And actually, if you don't mind, one particular question from myself. Like we have mentioned that the workforce has moved from offices to their own homes. And as we don't know for how long this coronavirus situation will occur, should ordinary employees like office people, programmers, and so on, should they invest in this home office, in their home working environment, like buying better equipment, furniture, and creating more worker-like places? Is there any reason doing of this?
I would say yes, but it depends again. I mean, if you're a private contractor, if you're a freelance, of course, as much as you can allow yourself, please do. But I want to say this. Now is time to cut expenses. Do not spend what you don't need to spend right now. Save your money. We say save white money for a black day. This is the time. Cut your expenses. If you are good with what you have, stay with it. Unless your company is offering to give you a better laptop. Okay? The fact that you need good light to have a chat, go outside and sit in the sun. Find a solution. Do not spend any money that is not absolutely necessary. You understand my drift?
Definitely.
This is how it is. This is what everyone needs to adopt and think. Believe me, even me, I say even, because I think I have a little bit than most of you here. I even do saving. I have it in my mind. I'm conscious about it. And I show it also to my kids. It's very important to stay conscious on the expenses. Please save your money. Any other questions, please?
Yeah, I think we have the last one, and
Yes.
It's from Rico Redburn.
Rico, where's Rico?
He's in the chat, as I can see.
No, Rico is here. He's just being shy. Rico.
Hello.
See, there's Rico.
Yes. My name is Mitchell. Actually, Rico is my nickname. But
Where are you from, Rico?
From Ukraine, Kharkiv.
Ukraine.
I hope you know this.
Yes.
So my question was, that my team creates a startup. It's marketplace for blind people with voice guidance, and we believe that this project will be useful not only for blind people but also for all people. In particular, for those who are very new to how websites work. Actually, I know there are a lot of people in our country who are new to uh, websites and in your opinion, how relevant is the project in the current conditions?
I think it's very relevant. I think it's relevant in any situation, but I think currently the openness for many organizations to look for solutions for disabled and mainly all population is now skyrocketing. I think without even knowing what you want to sell, I believe you have the technology running, but the need is big. And I believe it because I see how many call outs my government puts out to help. Okay. Now, if you say guidance, maybe it will be guidance on moving, but maybe it could be guidance on education, on reading, on maybe doing, I don't know exactly what kind of guidance you mean. Okay. But I want to say that I think it was on Tuesday, I did a webinar in Poland about a week ago and also 2 days ago, but there was a one startupper that scheduled a call with me, and he is also on this issue of disability, not yours, not blind people, but on disability. I think now disabilities are skyrocketing. So I would like to hear your technology. Please find the time and have schedule a call with me. But I want to be sure you have a working technology. Otherwise, it's too early for me.
We are working with some organizations who working with blind people, and we making MVP asking these people how to make it better, how to improve everything what they need.
I
Maybe
understand.
not everything at one time,
Rico,
but
is Rico, is it software solution? Is it IT?
yes, it's
It's
software
not
solution.
physical. It's not hardware.
No, it's not hardware. It's
Again, okay. Again, I take it now again to Zhenya or to Tatiana to say maybe you want to go through them and maybe first also introduce it to all stars. Maybe they can find interest. I think for all of you, maybe all stars themselves will say in their summary, in their closing, how or what they would like to offer the audience, maybe to reach out also to them. They will be a kind of a buffer because they know many people also in Israel, of course, you know. So, but for me, again, I would like to hear about your solution. So I welcome you to connect with me as I left my details. Maybe you saw. Write me an invite on LinkedIn. Let's schedule a call. I give you half an hour to present your technology.
okay, thank you so much.
Super. Zhenya, I think we're done.
We are done, it seems so. Yeah, I think we scared some of the people when we said that we have only 5 minutes. But it was an awesome speech, very motivating, very inspiring. Thank you a lot. We are honored to have such people as you talking to us, presenting their thoughts and sharing their knowledge. It's very important, and we are honored. We are honored. Thank you a lot.
I thank you for having given me the time. I want to invite everyone that is still here to open the cameras because we're going to do now a group photo that will be advertised on Facebook, and I'm going to make you all famous. So those of you who want to show their faces, believe me, it's not painful unless your camera is not working or you are in the toilets. I hope you're not. Take a good example from Dennis, who has his banner already ready behind him. This is how you should act. By the way, the place where you write your name, you can write your phone number or your company number, your email, you can write whatever you want. So I see I'm still not persuading anyone to open the camera. So, okay, we will go with this. So let's have a, oh, they're still, okay. Max, thank
Yeah.
you. Rico, come back to us. Anna, they need Ira, they need special invitations. open your camera. It wouldn't hurt you. And we will have your face on LinkedIn and Facebook, and we will write a nice post thanking All Stars. So in 3, 2, 1, I'm going to take a quick screenshot. So 3, 2, 1. Yeah, good, Max. You're looking good. Perfect. Thank you, guys. Thank you for your time. How do you say, do pobачення? Something
До
like this.
побачення.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
We'll be in
Thank
touch.
you.
Bye-bye.
We were pleased.
Thank you, Zhenya. Thank you. We're awesome. Thank you.
You are awesome. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
It was our pleasure, and see you next time.
See you soon. Bye-bye.